you're looking to dive into topics on how to live a happier, healthier, more fit, and long lifespan, then you've come to the right podcast. Livin the Dream with me, Coach Damian Evans. Together, we will explore the topics on all things health, fitness, and wellness. Together, we will be lifelong learners on this journey to living the ultimate dream. What up, Dream Team? Coach D here coming at you from beautiful sunny San Diego, and welcome back to the Livin the Dream podcast, where we're going to conquer the middle of the week to explore total wellness in order to reach for your goals and live your dream life. And today we're tackling a big topic that I know so many of you care about, and that is how to actually get lean, and more importantly, how to stay lean. Because here's the reality. For every 10 people who try to get lean, maybe only 2 out of 10 succeed. But get this, maybe only 1 keeps it off for good. And I'm here to help you be that 1. This episode is not about gimmicks. It's not about hacks. It's not about crash diets or magic pill supplements. It's about building a lifestyle through 5 simple, powerful, sustainable habits. These are habits that have worked for me. These are habits that have worked for my clients, for athletes, and for people just like you. And by the end of this episode, you'll know how to apply each one of these to your own life without burning out, without starving yourself, and without spending hours on a treadmill. So let's dive in. Habit number 1, to get lean and stay lean. Increase your energy flux. Energy flux. Now, you've probably heard this advice before. It's called eat less and move more. We've done an entire masterclass episode. In fact, it was one of the very first episodes we ever released on this podcast as to why that advice may not be the best advice. Eat less, move more. But here's the twist to that. The leanest people in the world, they often eat more than the average person, and they still stay shredded. It sounds counterintuitive, but it all comes down to something called high energy flux. And that just means that you're eating more because you're moving more, and your body becomes a more efficient fat-burning machine. Dr. Jay Teta, I listened to him years and years ago, and he talked about having 4 toggles when it comes to your exercise and nutrition. And one of those toggles was eat less, move more. But another one of those toggles was eat more, move more. And that's what this energy flux is talking about. Your body becomes a more efficient fat-burning machine. In fact, a 2016 study looked at 3 groups of people. One group ate less but didn't move much. Another group ate moderately and they moved just a bit. So they were kind of like right there in the middle. And the last group, they were eating over 3,000 calories a day and they were exercising a lot. Guess which group lost the most the most fat and kept it off while keeping muscle? Yep, the high energy flux group, the ones who ate more but also moved more. So what does this look like in real life? Well, for me, I lift weights probably about 4 to 6 times a week. I aim for at least 15,000 steps a day, but you can probably start at 8 to 10,000 steps a day or more. I personally do some light cardio throughout the week, a day where it's light cardio. I do a day where it's one long walk. Maybe I'll do a couple of those long walks. And I'll also sprinkle in exercise snacks. So a quick flight of stairs, a quick stretch and mobility routine. I will always park in the back and I always take the stairs. This is about keeping your metabolism humming all day long, rather than trying to starve yourself as a way to get lean. Because that doesn't help. That doesn't work long term. This does. I'm telling you, eat more, move more. Eat more good quality whole foods that are satiating, high in protein, and this will work. Energy flux. Habit number 1, increase your energy flux. Eat more, move more. Habit number 2, track something daily. Listen, if we were trying to save money, Would you not check your bank account? Would you not track your spending? Would you not track the amount of money coming in? Of course you would, but that's exactly what people do when they try to lose weight without tracking anything. Successful people track. It doesn't have to be obsessive and it doesn't have to be forever, but awareness creates progress. A study from the National Weight Control Registry found that most people who lost over 30 pounds and kept it off tracked something daily. It could be your body weight. It could be your food. It could be your protein. It could be your steps. It could be your workouts. But the key is data drives behavior. What gets tracked gets managed. Start simple. Maybe if you can, and this doesn't bother you mentally, if it's something that you can look at as just data, maybe you weigh yourself 3 to 5 times per week, first thing in the morning, after using the bathroom, and you look at trends. Then maybe you move on to tracking your food. Even if it's just 3 weekdays and 1 weekend day for a couple of weeks. You don't need to do it forever, but you do need to know what you're consuming. And sometimes tracking things illuminates some hidden spots that you didn't even know were there. Bonus, you could track how your clothes fit. You could measure yourself in inches. You could track your energy and how you feel. You could track your sleep and see how that's going. This gives you the full picture on your overall health. As long as you can look at this data with curiosity and not have it affect you emotionally. For me, I love data. I love tracking. I have 2 different wearables on me at all times. I have a spreadsheet that I go through every night where I track 60 plus different things that I wanted to do throughout the day. Then I have a tangible number at the end of the month, at the end of the year as to how I did. I can look at those numbers and I can have them help guide me in decisions that I make. And even if it's just subconsciously, I know that when it comes time to make game time decisions, I have all of this data somewhere in that brain telling me, okay, intuitively, I feel like I should do this. And that's based on all the data that I've gathered. So number 2, track something daily. Habit number 3, prioritize sleep like your results depend on it, because they do. Prioritize sleep. You can train like a beast. You can eat like a saint. And you can still struggle if your sleep sucks. Poor sleep increases hunger hormones, it decreases satiety hormones, and it just wrecks your workouts. You have no energy. It kills your motivation, and it impairs fat loss. In other words, it's a silent killer of your results. Most adults need, they say, about 7 to 8 hours a night, but it's not just about the quantity, it's about the quality too. We've talked about this study multiple times on this podcast. 2 groups of people eating the same calorie deficit should have lost the same amount of weight, and they did. But one group only got 5.5 hours of sleep while the other got a full 8 hours of sleep. The group with less sleep, instead of losing body fat, a lot of that weight that they lost was allocated to lean tissue, muscle. Whereas the 8-hour group, the group that got the full night of sleep, the weight that they lost, even though it was the same as the other group, they lost mostly body fat and they held on to their muscle. Super important fact here. So here's what I recommend. A few things that you can hit. Go to bed and wake up at the same time every day. Yes, even on the weekends. When you wake up, get sunlight in your eyes as soon as possible to help set your circadian clocks. Super important here. Professor Andrew Huberman says that that's one of the most important things you can do for your overall health. You got to cut your caffeine by 2 p.m. Don't have any caffeine after 2 p.m. And a lot of experts say even before that, like 11 a.m., but do your best to get caffeine in early in the day. And then this is the hard one. This is probably why a lot of us are having bad sleep. It's because we are on our screens. So avoid your screens for at least 30 to 60 minutes before bed. It might not even be the blue light on the screens. It's the stimulation of what we're watching. So start to come down right before bed and do something that's not very stimulating. Turn off the screens. And then create that sleep sanctuary that we talk about. We have master classes on sleep, tons of episodes on sleep. Make your bedroom a cold, dark sleep sanctuary. You can experiment with sleep masks and earplugs and blackout curtains or white noise machines. I love to put on Brain FM, the app that I am affiliated with. I've used it for years. I used it way before I was affiliated with them. Brain.fm, it has this sleep track for deep sleep that I absolutely love. I think it's really, really great. I recommend it to everyone. And if you can't get 7 to 8 hours a night, there are power naps that can be a secret weapon. They say try not to go any longer than 30 minutes a nap because you don't want to try to get a full sleep cycle in, but you do want maybe just 20 to 30 minutes, and that can improve your energy, mood, and performance. And now there's even people that are, they're doing these things called nappuccinos, where they drink some caffeine right before they take a nap. They take a nap before the caffeine hits, and then as they're waking up from their nap, the caffeine is hitting, and it helps to just have this supercharged boost of energy. So you could try a nappuccino, see how that works for you, as long as it's not, after 2 p.m. And just know that sleep isn't lazy. The people that say, I'll sleep when I'm dead, or sleep is for those that don't want to get things done, that's just old news. It's fake news. It's not great. Sleep is recovery, and recovery is essential. So habit number 3, prioritize sleep like your results depend on it. Habit number 4 of 5 for how to get lean, build high quality, well-rounded meals. Build high quality, well-rounded meals. What separates a high performer and what they eat on their plate from the average person and what they eat on their plate? It's simple. Every meal should, 1, start with a protein source, maybe about the size of your palm. Number 2, it should include at least 1 to 2 servings of fruits or veggies. So include 1 to 2 servings of fruits or veggies. And number 3, add a smart carbohydrate or a healthy fat for energy and satiety. So for example, grilled chicken, quinoa, roasted veggies with olive oil, or Greek yogurt, berries, almond butter, and maybe some oats. It doesn't need to be fancy. It just needs to be repeatable, well-rounded, high-quality meals. And the best part, when you start eating like this regularly, your taste buds adapt. Junk food starts to feel just meh, or even maybe overwhelming. And real food feels amazing. Start to connect to how food makes you feel. Fuel your goals. Don't feed your cravings. Habit number 4, build high quality, well-rounded meals. And the last habit here on how to get lean and stay lean. This one might be the most important one. Set identity-driven goals. Set identity-driven goals. Most people say things like, I want to lose 20 pounds. I want to cut out sugar. I want to get lean. But these goals are so vague. They're restrictive, and they don't connect to who you want to become. So important here. Ethan Suplee, he was the big guy on Remember the Titans. He was always overweight, like morbidly obese overweight. And he said that I had to change my identity. I have to kill the old me every single day. I have to identify as someone who wants to be this fitness level or this health level. What works better here? It's creating a goal hierarchy. Step 1, you want to define your why. Really define your why. Dig deep. When you say a goal, say why 5 times and answer that question and really get to your underlying why. Who do you want to become? Maybe it's, I want to be a healthy role model for my kids, or I want to feel confident in my body and I want to feel confident that I can do anything that I ask my body to do. Define your why. Step 2, choose your what. These are the categories that drive your success. For me, and what I try to push on this podcast is movement, nutrition, stress management, sleep, and relationships and community are the foundation. Also, maybe mindset. Choose your what. These are the categories that drive your success. Step 3, plan your how. This is where you build your system. Maybe you weigh yourself each morning. Maybe you meal prep twice a week. Maybe you lift weights 3 times a week. You walk 8,000 steps a day, or maybe you shut your screens down by 9 p.m. The better your system, the more inevitable your results. So step 1, define your why. Step 2, choose your what. And step 3, plan your how. You must identify as a person who does the things that get the results that you want. For me, I am a person that never takes the stairs. For me, I am a person that tracks everything I do. For me, I am the fitness person of my group everywhere I go. I'm the one that focuses and really prioritizes fitness. I identify as that, and so I become that. So a little recap here. The 5 habits to get lean and stay lean. Move more, eat more. Number 1, build a high energy flux lifestyle. Number 2, track something daily. Data creates awareness. Number 3, you got to prioritize sleep like it's the only thing that matters, because both quantity and quality, good sleep, it matters. Number 4, build high quality, well-rounded meals. Protein, fruits and vegetables, and a purpose. Number 5, create identity-driven goals. Focus on who you want to become. Identify as the person who does the things that needs to be done in order to become the person that you want to become. These 5 habits are not rocket science. I'm telling you, they work. And the best part, you don't have to do them all at once. In fact, you probably shouldn't do them all at once. Pick one thing, start today and master it, and then layer on the next one. This is how you get lean. This is how you stay lean. And this is how you create change that actually lasts. And hey, if you want more help building these habits into your routine, just shoot me a message. Shoot me a message on Instagram and check the links in the show notes for resources that can support your journey. We can do this together. I can send you episodes that we've done in the past on how to create and build habits. The biggest takeaway here is that you are in control. You can do this. It is not impossible. You are the CEO of your own health. Let's get this thing. And that's it, my friends. Thank you for joining me on this Wellness Wednesday episode of the Livin the Dream podcast. Please share the knowledge that you gain with your friends and family and hold each other accountable. If this episode inspired you, share it with a friend who could benefit from the information on how to get lean and stay lean. And to support this podcast and help it grow, please subscribe on whatever platform you're listening to this podcast on. And leave a review telling others how this podcast benefited you. Leave a comment on this episode letting us know how you're incorporating these 5 habits on how to get lean. It really is a non-cost way to help get this important wellness content into more people's ears. Tag me at Livin the Dream Podcast or at CoachDamien_SD and let us know how this episode benefited you. Let us know what we missed. Let us know what we got wrong. We want to know. Message us if you have any suggestions or tips that would help your Livin the Dream team that we can discuss on future episodes. I will be right here with you working on making us stronger, happier, and healthier humans. Until next time, friends, keep living the dream.